The 747, and ladies and gentlemen, I basically started it and basically just plowed through all the sub-assemblies. The Minicraft Hasegawa kit here is it's very, very simple. I mean, it was basically 2 sprues and that was it. So getting all the wings together, and just got to finish sanding the edges here. Got all the engines put together. This is actually going to be on a pole stand with the landing gear down like it's coming in for a landing. So got all them assembled. Right now I've been just sanding the tires, getting them all done, and that's pretty much it. Uh, this kit don't have like an interior to speak of. And one thing they do is you put the bulkhead in, and then you're supposed to put weights to keep it down. But we don't have to do that since it's going to be on a stand. So the etch from fedoratron.com. I'm going to use some of the photo etch. I'm not going to use it all because it's a simple kit. And but if you really look, man, you got little seats and everything. If you wanted to go deck out the Minicraft cockpit here, because it don't have one. It's just this is one of those etches that you could be used for multi kits. But I am definitely going to use the I'm going to say windshield frame. I think that'll really set it off. But anyway, we'll use some of this and we'll rock and roll this week on it. The fuselage, I assume it had been white at one time. I think age is just took it over because now it's not even a beige color. Anyway, I did get the bulkhead in, and if you really look, you know, at whatever scale this is, 1 something. I mean, look how tiny that cockpit right there. I mean, you wouldn't see anything even if you blacked it out. You know, smoked it. You know, be a-okay. But anyway, there is that on the 747. Back to the Future. Last I left off, and I am not a figure painter, and I always claim not to be, and I am not a figure painter. The way I do it is completely different from everyone else, and that is painting flesh. One thing I do is I take a not a flesh tone, but I take burnt sand as a base coat on Caucasians. I apply that all over the place. And then I go in either with, what is it, red leather or burnt brown red. That's pretty much what I use. And I water this down to where it's like a filter wash. And I'll make a filter wash and just apply it to the figure, darken it up. This goes into all the recesses of the nose, the eyes, around the lips. This gets in the hairline. It gives it just a dark shadow, and that's what I want, because I go from dark to light. So I'll put the shadow in, and then we'll start doing little highlights. And basically, I don't blend paint like they do with the oils and now with acrylics. You know, putting in each shadow, each highlight. I put in the highlight of the cheeks, and I'll basically dry brush it till I get it built up the way I want it. To me, it's easier, and of course, I preach style, so that's the way I do it. Anyway, I started working on Doc's flesh here. I got to paint a little bit on his belt. For his white jumpsuit, he's got the hazard, I won't say nuclear hazard symbol on the back. A couple of red triangles on his pants, and then I'm basically going to do a light gray white wash on him just to get the folds and everything on him. And I've never painted white hair before, so that's going to be a first for me. Marty here, same way. I did have to go buy some Armament red to get his jacket, just his life preserver. Get that all a little more darker, so it's ready to go. It just needs a couple washes, and I'm going to do some highlights on him just to bring out the the jacket. Same way with the pants. I'm basically going to dry brush his pants. That's why I went with darker colors, and I'm just going to work my way light. Flesh the same way. Put the burnt sand and then put the red red brown wash on him just to get the highlights or the deep shadows, and you can see how dark he is. Then I'm going to go back in and do the highlights on his cheeks, the nose, and of course the forehead. And right now I got the whites of the eyes, and at 1/18 scale, they're not really white. I mean, remember those are 18 feet away, so I like to use a little combo of both. Here is light skin tone and basic skin tone, which has got a little pinkish to it. I kind of mix that together, put that on, because right now we're at the, I like to call them the zombie phase. So got that in, and then I'll go back in and put the eyeball, which is just going to be basically a dot of brown, a very, very dot of black for the pupil, and a little white for the, I won't say iris, you know, just to give it just a little bit of character. Anyway, that's the way I do it, and yeah, I think it turns out pretty darn slick, and of course, style. Mine's different from everyone else's. But anyway, that's what I got going on today. We are painting Doc and Marty, and the 747 is getting sub-assembled. So that's what I got going on today, so stay tuned for next exciting episode.